Hello guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrapping 2, and today I'll be making a design team card for Tupelo Designs LLC. And today I'll be using a couple stamp sets. I'm going to be using this Altenew. This is their painted butterflies. This should be coming in the store very shortly, but you can definitely order it as a pre-order. And this is a great stamp set to have. I love this. So before we get started, I kind of wanted to show you guys. So this is basically like a 3-step stamp. What that means is you have this solid stamp here. Let me show you some samples that I did right here. So this is kind of like 2 separate colors here, and then I have this outline, and as you can see, the outline doesn't match up exactly to the full design. It's not supposed to. That's why it's called like painted butterflies. So it kind of looks really painterly, really beautiful. You can get some different combinations of colors and just play around, and you can make a really simple, fast card. And if there's any confusion in the 3 steps, I kind of marked a line here showing you the sets that it's supposed to go. So obviously these 3 will go together, and like these 3 will go together, these 3 together. So these are kind of like obvious right here, but there were some that was separate. As you can see right here, this butterfly goes with this 2 set. So I circled that purple so that I'll know that those will go together. And also this little butterfly right in the center here, this actually goes with the 2 that's right up above here. I try to use different colors so you guys can see it, but the Sharpies that I had that was dark enough to show kind of looks almost like the same. But anyways, so this little stamp goes with the top 2 stamp over here. And then as you can see on the side over here, there's another 2 butterfly. And this set goes with this right here. So this goes with this butterfly. So there are 1, 2, and 3 sets of butterflies that's kind of scattered away from each other, unlike these that's right next to each other. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out, so if you guys are confused, you can kind of look at that. I'll make a better chart of it later, but I was just playing around with it right now to see how the colors will look. So this right here, I used the new cracked pistachio with my let's see, my favorite ink, which is a peacock feathers. That's a darker color. This right here, I used abandoned coral, and the abandoned coral was kind of on the dark side, so I use on top I use a festive berries. And over here, this is abandoned coral again, the darker color. And then I used spun sugar here to make that really light butterfly. As you can see, you can also make it the line, the outer line, the same color as what the other colors you use. So there's so many different ways you can use this set. So let's quickly make a card. I'm going to make a very simple card today using that. So I have my card base prepped here. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored in half at 5 1/2, and I have my card base prepped. And I'm also using this. This is Impressions Obsessions. This is the distressed brick. I love this stamp set, and so I'm going to be using this for my background. So I have another piece of white cardstock here. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and this is gonna go right on top of my card base like so, giving just a little bit of a space right there. And I was really debating on what color to make this brick because I did want to use these new colors. These are awesome. And so I'm still kind of on the debating side, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead with because I want my main focus to stand out, I'm going to use black soot. So I don't know if you saw, but I have all of my little distress inks already stored in these containers, and this is really great because it doesn't take up as much room, especially when you're working on a small table like mine. So this was perfect, and I kind of use the alcohol inks right here to kind of color coordinate of kind of like what's inside, I guess. So today for the brick, I'm going to use black soot, and so this is a distressed background, so it's not supposed to look perfectly even. And for large stamps like this is when you use your mega mount, so it goes perfectly, it fits like that. It's perfect size for these large background stamps. But today, because this is going to be like a distressed look, I don't want to cover up the whole paper, so I'm just going to leave it on the my table. And I don't know if you know, you can put these little things in the back of the ink pad, so I thought that's really cool too. So I'm going to kind of do my background first. It's kind of like making your own background. You could use this stamp set. This is also on their pre-order, which was coming really soon. And you can, with these little inks, it's easy to just multicolor it for background images, so you can create your own like multicolored background. But for this, I don't want it to be kind of perfect. I just want to put a little bit of color and a little bit of design on the edges. So this is another way you could use your background stamps like so. And I'll just grab this, and then I want to just rub it. Okay. And then lift it up, and it's gonna give you this super cool background. I love this. This is like, I think, one of my favorites. So now that's done, I'm going to let that kind of dry. I think it'll be perfect. It's gonna cover it up, leaving just a little bit of a design. Going to leave that aside, and I'm going to work on my front panel. So when you're working with a solid stamp like these, if you have a hard time getting a good impression, these are really great quality photopolymers, so you get a really great impression. But if you have hard time getting a good impression, go ahead and use like something soft under. This is a stamp pad, but you could use mouse pads, or you could use those piercing mats or anything like that, so it can give you a pretty good impression. So I'm going to actually start off with my sentiment. So I'm using the same sentiment that's on this stamp set, which is the thank you right here. I always need thank you or birthday cards. So got a little bit on my fingers there. And I'm going to use my favorite Hero Arts dye ink. This is my favorite dye ink. So I'm going to stamp this out. So other than the butterflies that I just showed you, none of these have been stamped out. So they're just right out of the package. So I'm going to go ahead and test it first. And it stamps perfectly. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right on the bottom corner. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm going to actually use both of these colors because they're really bright and fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and so this is, I'll be making this 3 right here. Okay, so solid images or anything, I like to put my ink pads to the stamp, and you guys all know that I'm using the distress inks. So distress inks don't stamp out as clearly as like your dye or your pigment because they're supposed to be like distress, but I like that look right now, so I'm going to go ahead, and it's supposed to go this way. Oops, sorry. Like so. I'm going to kind of have this butterfly sitting on that thank you. Go ahead and press down firmly. It's gonna give you that look. It's kind of like more painterly look that we have going for there. And I'm going to stamp another one. Just wiping it with the baby wipe. Make sure you're wiping it very clean because these are really great. The good quality photopolymer stamps sometimes stain, like not stain, I mean they stain, but sometimes they still have the ink on it when you're stamping, even if you cleaned it. So make sure it's cleaned really well and you don't get any more impressions. Okay, I'm going to use the cracked pistachio. I love this color. And then I'm going to kind of tilt it right here, kind of going off to the side. Okay, and then I have a small one here that I kind of put, and this is going to be, it's these 3 right here, the small butterfly. So I want to also stamp that in Abandoned Coral. I'm going to put that like right here. So like 3, like so. Okay, now that we have the solid image done, we're going to move on to the, this is I guess the highlights, the dark highlights. And I used, for this I used Festive Berries. And these are like perfect size to ink this up. Okay, and then just kind of eyeball it. It's not supposed to be perfect, so go ahead and just eyeball it and stamp it down. You see how beautiful that is? I love that. Love that. So I'm going to do the same for the small one right here, for the top butterfly. I love butterflies. I love flowers. I love critters. I mentioned that before. I can't really see right above it because that's where the camera is, so I'm hoping that it'll look okay. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to clean this one off because I'm going to do this one right here. And then for this, I'm going to use the same color, which was Peacock Feathers. Okay, and then go ahead and just again, can't really see, but that's okay. So even if you don't line it up correctly, actually it's not supposed to, it doesn't line up correctly. It doesn't line up perfectly. It's not meant to. So now I'm going to use my Hero Art black dye ink. And then I'm going to kind of eyeball it again. You see, it's not supposed to match up perfectly. Kind of got it a little bit more off than normal because I didn't want the antenna to block the word thank you. So it's like, okay, and then the small one at the top. This again hasn't been inked up, but these stamps seem to stamp really well. Sorry, can't really see. Okay. Okay, now that this is done, I'm going to put that away and then make sure my hands are clean so it doesn't I'm going to put that right there and then put that right there. I feel like this kind of needs an edge, so I'm going to grab the black soot again. So, okay, that looks better. Look, it's kind of has an edge. And then for this too, I think I'm going to give it some color, and I want to use the cracked pistachio, and then I'm going to use these Judikins color dusters. I love these because it gives a really soft look. I could use the blending foam. You could use a blending foam if you want, but I notice with the dusters you get a really soft look to it, so it really depends on the it would be really pretty to do like a watercolor background and then put the butterflies on it. That would be really pretty too. Okay, so I'm going to just put my car together. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. I love that. Love this stamp set. I think you'll be seeing more of it. So I have some multimedia matte here because I'm going to put some sequins, and I'm using these Cartwright Moonshine. I love this shine that it has. I have a couple different sizes here. And then using the Pick Me Up tool. These are really cool. And then I'm going to just gonna put some Wink of Stella on it. I'm using the clear, the butterflies. Wow, too much. Just be careful when you're putting it over distress, because it sometimes reactivates. I don't want to muddy up the colors, but I want to put some shine there. Love the Wink of Stella. So this is my finished card. You can see the shimmer on the butterflies. Real simple. So I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.